Hello everyone, welcome to this Sims 3 house renovation video. This house here is Doubleday Lodge and is another base game house from the library or bin in The Sims 3 that I am renovating. So these houses came with The Sims 3 but were not placed in Sunset Valley, and I've been going through and renovating all of them. So we just got to look at the outside, and then this is the main room in the house. We just saw the living room and then the kitchen area. And then this is what I turn into the primary bedroom, so kind of see what that looked like before. But yeah, just so you can kind of get an idea of what this house looked like before the renovation. It is a 3-bedroom house. In the original house, it was 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And in the end, it ends up being 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. So this is one of those original bathrooms. And I placed this house in Sunset Valley on the kind of cliff lots overlooking the ocean. So I thought that was kind of a nice location for this house because it is kind of more like a lodge style sort of thing, more like a rustic kind of lodge getaway, almost like a vacation kind of house is kind of what it seems like. So I thought it was nice to have it in an area where it's like a nice view and kind of the forested kind of part of Sunset Valley. So originally I was going to add this large addition to the back of the house, but I don't keep it. So it's kind of just a temporary thing at the beginning here, but I left it in so you can kind of see what I was doing at the very beginning. But yeah, I just don't know. It just didn't look quite right to me. So I kind of wanted to just do something a little bit more subtle, but I was going to add this kind of large addition and then have these like 2 balconies, which I do end up having like the porch and the balcony, but it's going to be scaled back a bit just because I thought this was like not really suiting the house. There's like some weird things with this house like originally. So like there's 2 staircases, as you can see. Oh, they're gone now, but there were 2 staircases, one on each side. And there was no way to get between the 2 sides of the second floor unless you went out onto the balcony and back into the house, which of course all that's gone right now. But yeah, you had to go, if you didn't want to go outside, you had to go down one set of stairs, then up the other set of stairs, which is strange. I mean, I feel like I've built houses like that before, probably at some point. Here, I just kind of am undoing it all. So you can kind of see now what it's like. And strangely as well, the original downstairs back porch did not have stairs. So you couldn't get off the porch. So anyway, what I ended up doing was just adding this smaller addition because I felt like the living room space needed a little bit more room because it's like very narrow. It was like the depth of the house is pretty shallow. So I guess it's not narrow, it's wide and shallow. So I really just wanted to add a bit more space in the living room area with that. So I was able to push the fireplace back a bit. And then I rearranged the walls on this side of the house. So on the side where this downstairs bedroom is, there's like a bedroom and a bathroom, as you can see. And so what I ended up doing was moving the bedroom to the back of the house so it gets like the ocean view. And I put a study in the front. And I moved the bathroom on the first floor over to this like little like, I don't even know what you call it, this like little bay window tower thing on the side of the house where the dining table is right now. So that's kind of the shuffling of the layout for the most part. And then upstairs, this bedroom here, as you can see, kind of stays in about the same place. And the one on the other side, I switch it. Well, I don't really switch it. I just like extend it so it goes to the back of the house because it was weird to me that, well, I guess, it depends on where this house is placed, but originally all the bedrooms face the front of the house. And so since I placed it on this lot where you have this like great view out the back, it makes more sense that the bedrooms face the back of the house where the ocean view is. And so I wanted to have this really open area because that was like a main feature of the house originally. It was a very open kind of living room area where we had this very tall ceiling. So it is still mostly very open. And there's like a kind of bridge that goes from the staircase, which you can see I put over in one corner. I use constrained floor elevation to make it like go around the corner there. And then there's kind of like a bridge that goes across to the primary bedroom on the other side of the house. And down here, so this is what I was talking about. We have the bedroom switched to the back, and then there's a study there as well, which has a potential to be a 4th bedroom in the house. I mean, that could easily be done, but I decided to make it a study. And the kitchen stays in the same place. Kitchen dining room is pretty much in the same place. And I ended up going all in with the pets' windows and doors in this house. So I just thought it fit because like the doors and windows from pets are very rustic, and so I thought that would be a good fit for the house. And I was not feeling the base game windows and doors that were used here, like these kind of arched ones. It just didn't feel right. So I went with the ones from pets. and I think it kind of suited the house better. You'll see when I start switching out stuff. Yeah. So there's the new front door with a couple windows on either side. I got these new sliding doors on the second floor there. And I also ended up redoing the roof. So the roof ends up being slightly lower because obviously it's a very tall roof. So I make it ever so slightly lower, and I also fit a kind of attic in underneath the roof just because I really want to have some windows in those front eaves because they're so tall, and it kind of breaks it up a bit and kind of makes it look a little bit more interesting if there's some windows up there. So, and I also added like some dormers as well, which I think helped make the house look a bit more interesting too. So yeah, and so it also gained like a little bit of space up there. You got like just like some bonus room space. Although again, if you want to download this house and add like a bedrooms up there, that could be done as well. So you can kind of see here, I'm adding the front bay window in. So I thought this kind of helped make the house, I didn't make it that big, but I thought this kind of helped the house look a little bit more interesting, especially from the front too, because it is a very blocky house, very tall as well. Because the roof is so steep. It's kind of crazy. And I actually kept the roof color. It's red. It's actually the same color as the last house I did. It's not a roof color I typically use. And I do tweak the outside colors of the house, but that actually happens at the very end pretty much for some reason. I don't know. It's like usually I finish the whole outside and then I go to the inside, but not the case here. The outside kind of comes last for the most part. So I do make the wood siding a little bit less saturated, and then I do adjust the stone color though earlier, so because I use it inside too a little bit. But you can see now there's some windows on the roof eaves, and then I'm gonna have that nice dormer in the front, which I think helps make the house look kind of interesting. So yeah, I was looking for a window that'll fit it. I actually do switch out what I put in there for now, but anyway, so that's the new roof, and getting in some more windows around the back there. I don't know at what point I do all the windows, but I'm going to eventually redo all the windows. Okay, here's where I make the porch a wraparound porch, which I thought would make sense because I feel like there should be some nice outdoor space here. So yeah, it goes around the side of the house, and I also added a little like roof over that side. I actually use these railings, which I don't think I've ever used. They're like this kind of like a log looking, very like rustic railing, but it's like a woodsy lodge. I thought that it was, it suited the house well, and I think they're from Pets as well. So, and I also use these columns, which the columns I used are actually I think they're from World Adventures. I think they're supposed to be like for the Asian world, and yeah, kind of an interesting choice, but I use them because they're round and it kind of matched the round logs that are on the railing, so that's why. And don't worry, it's all going to be recolored, so they're not going to be red and gold like they are right now. So yeah, getting in a few trees here just to make the house look like it's kind of in the woods, and kind of just doing that. So I think that's kind of the rough layout. We got all that in, so the layout is kind of done now. We're gonna do some windows and doors, so switching out the windows, so getting in all the Pets windows basically. I was gonna put giant windows until I realized that's a bathroom, and so I did not put giant windows in there. But yeah, I guess getting in, there's where I switched out that front one, getting in some sliding doors for the balconies and some more windows, and yeah, so there we go. So now we have I think windows that suit the house better. And we're going to get some doors in. Those are just base game doors, pretty simple. And so just doing that and getting those around. So yeah, that's pretty much the layout. And I think we're going to kind of move into some, I don't know actually, even though I just did this, I don't exactly remember what comes first. I think I do like the living room first. And I was going to do this like wallpaper, which I changed. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I was going to use this one here, and not in red. You'll see. I was going to, make it the wall color that was there originally. Oh, actually, I'm recoloring all the windows and doors. What do you know? Or do I? I feel like I actually don't remember what I do. I guess we'll see in a moment here. I guess I was considering doing it, but I feel like I did recolor everything, but only very subtly. I'm taking my sweet time, though, to decide in the front door color. Okay, I do recolor it, but you'll probably press to tell a difference. It's like very similar. And here's where I tweak the stone a little bit. It was kind of loud in my opinion, and so I toned it down slightly. It's a little bit less orange, so because there's some of the rocks there were like very orange. So I toned that down, and I did use it on the inside, like behind the fireplace and also in the kitchen. So that kind of brought a bit of rustic vibes into the house. Originally, there was so much stone on the inside, which you may have seen in the very beginning. There was like a lot of stone on the walls, way too much. The bathrooms as well, like everything had stone. So the stone on the inside now is just like a simple accent and not like entire huge walls. And I kept the tile, I just recolored it, and I kind of used it in the entrance and also where the fireplace is. Like that kind of bay window where the fireplace is in the living room is kind of this interesting space. I don't know, I kind of like it. It has like the tile floor, there's like gonna be plants there, the TV will go there. I forgot about the TV until the very end, so the living room gets the TV. It's kind of one of the last things I do. But okay, here's where I was going to recolor this wall, which has been red for a little while. And I just didn't, I don't know. I guess it's not that bad, but I just didn't love it. So I ended up switching it out for the same wall color, but it's a different trim. So you can see I'm kind of just putting it on everywhere right now. And yeah, and I'm going to recolor the flooring as well, probably, maybe. I don't know. I was going to switch it out with something else, but I guess I'll recolor it later. And I put the same wood, the same wood flooring kind of throughout the whole house, basically. The outside porches and everything, all the bedrooms, everything is the same wood. That only weird thing about the layout, in my opinion, is the front bathroom, which the only reason that bathroom is kind of weird is because it has the balcony, the front balcony. But I really wanted the bedroom at the back of the house, so we could have the bedroom would have the back balcony, so like where the ocean view is, and then the bathroom it's the front balcony. It's just always kind of weird to have a balcony off a bathroom, but I felt like it was better this way, so that's why the bathroom's in the front there. Anyway, here you can see I'm changing the wallpaper right now. So actually I kept some of what I was using originally, just where the stairs are because of the kind of walls being weird with the constrained foot elevation, but you know, I use this kind of different one. And here I'm looking for a light fixture to go in the kind of great open space here. There we go. That's the one I used. A little modern actually for this house, but it's what I went with. So there you go. And getting in some wall sconces, presumably. I think I went with the Craftsman kind of style ones. So yes, those are the wall sconces that kind of go somewhat throughout the house. And here I'm recoloring this tile. So the tile is original to the house, but I recolored it so it kind of fit the vibe a little better. So that's what I ended up doing, and I recolored the flooring as well, so it also matches better. And then I also have this wood trim here, as you can see, that kind of is very subtle, but it separates the tile from the wood flooring, which I think is a nice little detail, and your Sims can walk right over that fence, no problem. So anyway, right here, I just wanted a column on that corner just so it looked a little bit more polished. So that's what I did there. I made it kind of match the walls. And yeah, so I think we're going to kind of tackle this main living area first. And I think having the space, like just the way the stairs were originally along the back wall, and then without having this kind of bump out here where the fireplace is, it was like it felt so cramped. Like it didn't feel like a great room, because like I feel like a great room should be like very big and open. And not that this is a huge room, but I just felt like it was originally just too small for this house. So I think it's kind of helped. It didn't even expand the house really too much, you know. It's just like this only addition really is just this little area here where the fireplace is. And so I think that helped a lot, though. It was, you know, way too big what I was going to do originally to the house with the giant addition I was going to add at the beginning. I think this was a better solution, and it just it expanded it like just enough that it makes more sense, I feel like. Anyway, right here I am just recoloring some things and stuff. So you can kind of see the furniture here. I went with leather couches. I thought that would be a good vibe for this house because it is like kind of a lodge, kind of old, you know, old-fashioned style, rustic style house. I feel like leather couches kind of suit that sort of theme. And here I am looking for some art to go on that wall, which I don't actually remember what I put there. I guess we'll see in a second. And what will it be? Dun, da, 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 da. And it's that one. So yes, a classic of mine. I use that painting, or I guess that quartet. I don't know. Is that the equivalent of trio for four? Is it quartet? Of images or pressed plants, I think. I don't know. Anyway, so right now I just got some blinds on some of the windows and a nice rug there in the entrance. Recoloring all the wood floors and recoloring the dining room furniture as well. So yeah, the dining table was originally only for 4 people, and so now it has 6. And there's also 3 bar stools as well in the kitchen for less formal dining. So I like to have an alternative to the formal dining table in the house. Anyway, recoloring the stairs there, as you can see. And I don't know if we're going to do the kitchen now. Possibly. Yeah, the kitchen's about the same size. It was really bizarre before because there was like this like weathered and mossy like stone wall that went in the kitchen, and there's like cabinets on either side of it. If you don't remember from the beginning, it'll show up again at the end in the before and after screenshots. It was just like really weird. And so this is a more normal kind of peninsula here where you have the bar stools, and I think that makes more sense. So anyway, here I'm just adding some tile right now. So that's kind of as a backsplash, and there's stone on that other wall there, and kind of ties it in to the original kitchen that was there, which had a stone wall. Or actually probably all the walls were stone with the way this house was. Anyway, recoloring the cabinets and stuff, and I'll do the appliances as well. So just recoloring those, stainless steel, and got a little trash can right there. And I'm going to get some little details and stuff in here. So right now I'm just getting a little soap. There's the dishwasher, and yeah, so just a few things here and there. There's a microwave and a food processor, and I'll probably get a little rug. There it is. I knew it. Always got a little mat on the floor in the kitchen. And yeah, so that's probably it. Maybe a few more little things, and I'll probably like come back and add a few little details here and there. But oh yeah, I'm gonna get like a lighting. That's right, some pendant lights, I think. Yes, so they're kind of rustic looking. So I got those in there, and I think those work well. They're quite large too, but you know, it works. Got a plant there under the stairs. I like doing the stairs using constraint for elevation. It's always kind of fun. It's nice to have the corner staircase there, the L-shaped stairs. It just mixes it up a little bit. You know, it's nice you can do that in The Sims 4 very easily, but I like to do it in The Sims 3 as well with the constraint for elevation. It makes it a bit more interesting, and it also, I feel like, I don't know if it takes up less space, but I feel like it kind of does. I was struggling to figure out the best way to do the stairs in this house, just with the way the layout was, and so I thought just having them in the go around that corner there was kind of a nice way of not using too much space. Anyway, right now I'm going to do the guest bedroom. So this is the downstairs bedroom. So originally it was in the front of the house. I just moved it to the back. So there's kind of a hallway and a bathroom where this bedroom is right now. And it has a nice sliding door that goes right out to the wraparound porch. And yeah, so I think it's kind of a nice... you know, guest room. It can be obviously whatever you want if you download the house, but I kind of made it a guest room. I kept the same bed that was in the original house with the same bedspread and the same not the nightstands, but the lamps are the same. So it kind of has a similar theme. And the wall color too, actually. I think I kept that the same as well. You know, I like to keep like elements of the original, like, you know, if there's things that I can keep, like the wall color and maybe a bedspread or some pattern or something. I like to kind of keep a similar sort of look to the original, but make it, you know, less egregious. I feel like the original version of this house it's one of the less strong ones. Not that really any of them are that great, but I feel like this one was especially a bit rough around the edges originally. It was just a very interesting house. I can say that. So I think, you know, I obviously I change them up quite a bit when I renovate them, but I want to keep like that same vibe, the same kind of energy, keep the house somewhat recognizable, but just better. So anyway, I'm going to just add a few more things in this bedroom here. So just a bit more art, potentially. I think I put like a little coffee table at the end of the bed, and then it's probably going to be pretty much it. I don't know what goes in that corner. Maybe nothing, maybe something. I really wanted something in that corner, but I don't know what I did. I guess nothing. Okay. So yeah, and then of course there's a closet. I always like to have closets in the bedrooms. It's just, you know, something that I do because it's a nice bit of detail, makes it more realistic. So, you know, I know they're not functional, obviously. It takes up extra space, yada yada, but I just like it. So it's a nice bit of decoration. And yeah, there's the coffee table right there. And I think that's probably it for this bedroom. So we're going to do the office now. So the house originally had no study. This, you know, it was kind of a waste of space the way it was originally, since I was able to fit what could be a whole other very generously sized bedroom on the first floor without really expanding this part of the house at all. So I think that was good. And, I think those two staircases took up a lot of extra space and that like hallway that was there. So I think this is a better use of the space. And now you have a nice skill building room, got bookshelves in here. There's a computer. I put a chess table as well. So I think it's kind of a nice use of space. And like I said, probably several times, like a broken record, it could be a bedroom as well. So that way it could be like a fourth bedroom in this house. So yeah, anyway, just adding in a few details. Got a little clock on the wall there. Got some shoes by the front door. Just to kind of look like they're left there, strewn about, bit of clutter. Got some, speaking of clutter, got pen and paper on the desk. Painting. I also put like a chair in the corner over here. I thought that would be, kind of nice to have, just like a little seat. But yeah, pretty simple study. There's the chair right there. And I probably got a rug in here, and some curtains on those windows. There we go. Just as I said that, there they go in. And yeah, there's the rug. So, nice little addition to the house. I thought it was good to have a bit of a study kind of in this house. It makes sense, I feel like, for the style of house. And to finish up this first floor, just going to do this bathroom. So this bathroom was originally on the other side of the house, where the bedroom now is. And this was like the dining room area. It was like this little like nook here. I kind of reshaped it a little bit, but it was like right here. So there already was a bathroom above this, and which stays a bathroom. So I was like, why not put the bathroom over here? And so yeah, in the end, the house ends up now having 3 full bathrooms. Before it was 2 bathrooms, because both of the bathrooms upstairs are en suites, and so since there's another bedroom on the first floor, there needed to be another full bathroom on the first floor. So I made sure there's 3 bedrooms now. They're all kind of a dated look to them because it's supposed to be like an older house, so nothing super modern here, but I kind of kept very taupey brown neutral colors in here because the original bathroom kind of had this like brownish grayish color scheme. So I kept the same color. I think the toilet and tub are like the same color roughly. And, I just kind of made it a little bit more like cohesive and a bit more detailed. And yeah, so that's that bathroom. On the second floor area, we just have a runner in the hallway there, or on the bridge, I guess. It's always interesting to have a bridge in a house, kind of fun. But so this is now the primary bedroom. And I don't know if it was supposed to be the primary bedroom or not before. I feel like it wasn't because this side of the house, the only way you could get to this side from in the house was up its own set of stairs. And then this bedroom over here had an ensuite, which is still the same bathroom, as you can see, where it's in the same place. So I think that the bedroom I put the two single beds in was supposed to be the main bedroom before, and I think it's a bit smaller now with the way that I've, added that new staircase. So I made this one the primary bedroom because it kind of had the whole side of the house to itself. It also has a larger balcony that faces the ocean, and it's a really big bedroom. I kept the same wall pattern. The wallpaper pattern is the same. I just changed the color of it. It used to be red and cream, so now it's just kind of 2 shades of red, which I thought was a little bit less jarring on the eyes. So it's kind of got like a red, and it's still like a red and cream color scheme, but the wallpaper is a little bit less strong, I guess. So a bit less contrasty. So yeah, you got like the beige kind of on the bedspread, the chair, got the red on the walls. It kind of matches the wood colors in the room too. Got a TV in here, so that's very nice. So yeah, it's a very nice bedroom. Got a private balcony for the bedroom and a private balcony for the bathroom. I mean, very fancy. And yeah, it's very big as well. So getting in some curtains here. You also walk across a bridge to get to this bedroom. So, that's pretty cool. And yeah, so right now I'm just adding in a few little details. Got a rug in here as well, which kind of fills up some of that floor space, makes it look a little bit more detailed and kind of not so empty. Anyway, the bathroom here, so this was a totally new bathroom that was not in the house before. It's a little funky because of the balcony. I feel like if there wasn't a balcony there, it would probably make more sense. But the balcony is there because it would be weird if there was no balcony, because I wanted the house to stay symmetrical. So, it's fine. You got, a separate tub shower in here, 2 sinks. You got the closet for the bedroom is actually in the bathroom just because it's kind of what made the most sense with the layout. So, that's also a little odd, but don't worry about it. Anyway, getting some details down here. I missed the hand towels and toilet paper. Can you believe it? Anyway, now getting hand towels and toilet paper in this bathroom. And then also some more towels by the shower. And then I'm going to do the little closet over here. So yeah, it's in the bathroom. I've done that before. It's kind of odd. I would avoid it. I usually try to avoid that if I can, but it was just the layout just was that way. Anyway, with this bedroom here, I'm keeping the same wallpaper, just recoloring it. And yeah, it's a little bit smaller than it was before, and it still has its ensuite bathroom. Since the bedroom's a little smaller, I made it kind of like 2 single beds. So it's kind of more of like a kid's room. It's kind of the vibe, at least. So got, 2 beds in here, 2 nightstands, a little dresser in that nook, got the closet. This bedroom has its own little balcony in the front of the house. And I kind of recolored the beds a little differently. So one's kind of more red and one's more purple or pink, but it's like the same pattern on there. And here I'm just going to add a bit of light in that nook. Got a little plant on that dresser right there. A bit of art on the wall on that side. I got like this this kind of board, decorative board there, and then a couple posters on the other side of the room. And then a little plant in the corner. I don't know what else really goes in here. Probably just a rug. And I think that's pretty much it, actually. It's a pretty simple bedroom. And then I'm going to do the closet as well. So just recoloring that, the walls in there, and getting some clothes in the closet. So there you go. And yeah, so that's that bedroom. We're going to do the ensuite bathroom now. So pretty fancy that both of these bedrooms have ensuite bathrooms. Yeah, and so this one's in the same kind of location as the one below it, although this was the original location of this bathroom. It's the only bathroom still in the same spot. And yeah, the color scheme, I don't know, I kind of just had fun with it. It's like red and beige, I guess, which is kind of similar to the other bedroom. It's color scheme, and then I don't know, these maybe the yellow on the tub and toilet and sink is a bit much, but it is what it is. It kind of matches the wall color, so why not? It's the same wall color from the bedroom. And actually the red, I think, is taken from the pattern on the walls. So it kind of is supposed to match the bedroom. Also, I got a bookshelf in there. That kind of helps fill up the space a bit. Got some lighting in there. And yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. Got some curtains on the windows and then a little mat on the floor. But I think that's that bathroom there. So that concludes that. So we're going to do the third floor now. So the third floor is totally new. I put it up there because there's so much room under the roof. I felt like it'd be nice to use the space, and then also I could make the house look a bit more interesting from the outside by having some windows up there and then also having some dormers. I thought it kind of helped the outside look of the house, so that's why it's here. The spiral staircase that comes up is like this hallway area at the top where I kind of just have this side table with like a old looking like lamp on it, and there's like some random clutter items and stuff up here. I got some curtains on the windows. And yeah, not too much really going on in the hallway area, but and this is a very flexible space as well. So if you want to put bedrooms up here, you could probably add another bedroom or 2, honestly, on this third floor. It's a kind of a funky shape, and they'd be small rooms, but you could do it. And yeah, so the main room up here is kind of just this one room, which has like a cabinet full of like some, I guess, extra china. Maybe you have a art easel by the window that overlooks the ocean. There's a foosball table, a record player. And I put a dartboard up here. So, it's kind of just like a bonus room, skill building room, bonus room. There's like a bookshelf. And I put a chair. So yeah, it's it's supposed to be like an attic, I guess. It's kind of just being used as like a bonus space sort of thing. So that's kind of the vibe for that. So yeah. Anyway, I guess, is that the whole inside? I guess it is. So yeah, just recoloring the outside. Yeah, the outside actually is kind of not done yet. Usually I kind of wrap that up first. So here I'm just doing the deck material, so recoloring that. And recoloring the railings here on the outside. I make them fully wooden because I didn't like the stone base that much, so I just went all wood on them. I thought it kind of helped make the house look a bit more like log cabin-y. I don't know, it kind of made it look a bit more rustic if it had some more wood. And yeah, recoloring all the stairs and stuff and the garage door there. I added a small garage because I just felt like the house kind of warrants having a garage at least, as opposed to just a parking spot in the front lawn. And yeah, here I'm recoloring the siding. So I thought it was a little bit too orangey. It was like a little too reddish orange, so I desaturated it a little bit. It matches the wood kind of on the rest of the house a little bit better, I think. So I'm just kind of going around and applying that. But the main, like the first floor is still primarily stone, and then the second floor has the wood shingles, except for that like little bump out where the bathrooms are on that side. And yeah, so just doing the third floor right now, recoloring all of that. So just going around and doing that. And yeah, so that is now the outside color, so that's cool. I don't know, I guess mainly landscaping is left, I guess, for the most part. For the garage, I just put stone on the front and the siding around the other sides of it. Oh yeah, and I adjusted this chimney a little bit because you can see the way it glitches through the walls, which is a little annoying. So I do end up correcting that. So there we go. I just have shifted it over a little bit with Move Objects. And yeah, so I was going to recolor the underside of the roof bit, but I didn't do that. Anyway, we're into the garage, potentially. So getting some windows and a door, so that's always good to have. And then I'm going to just, I don't know when I do it exactly, probably soon. Oh, actually, I'm going to touch on the living room. I recolored the fireplace stone so it matches the wall that it's against a bit better. And I realized there's no TV, so I put a TV there next to the fireplace. So yeah, because it's one of those fireplaces that you can't put a TV over, which is what I usually do. So I had to put it next to it there. Anyway, in the garage is pretty simple. Got some lights on it. I'm doing the outside lighting right now around the house. So there you go. Just some outdoor lights. So the wraparound porch is nicely lit. The stairs have some lighting, and the balconies have some lighting. So that's cool. And what's happening now? There's a few things here and there. Recoloring that little bench outside. There's like one on both sides, which I thought was a little overly symmetrical. So I just have it on one side. And getting a little mat by the front door. I got a couple pots of flowers on either side of the door, which I thought was nice to have. So I got one on each side, and I thought it was a nice little touch there, a bit of pop of color. And going around getting, I got a couple lounge chairs in the back porch. I didn't do like too much with outdoor furniture. I probably could have done a bit more, but I didn't really go all out. I kind of just got some lounge chairs. I got a small grill, and there's like a small outdoor dining table here in the grass. There wasn't like too much backyard space, so I was just like, I was thinking about putting a patio, but I don't know. I just thought it would be nice just to have just the dining table out there, so I kind of just put that there, and that was really it. And here we do the front walkway, so just getting some terrain paint there for the front walkway, so it kind of narrows as it nears the street. And what's going to happen now? Getting the driveway in, so we're going to get the driveway in over here. So there you go on that. And some plants. I guess I'll do the garage a little bit later, I suppose. So getting in a bunch of bushes, lots of bushes, not too many flowers. I got like one flower bush on either side of the stairs, but really the rest of the landscaping is all bushes. I want it to kind of look more woodsy because it's like it's a lodge kind of style house. So it's kind of the direction I went in here. Got some some bushes on either side of the garage doors. I used some like larger plants to try to mask the glitchy wallpaper on this corner where the stairs are because of the constrained floor elevation. So I just put some plants there to try to hide that. But yeah, getting in some more plants kind of all around the house here. But we're kind of nearing the end fairly soon. Just got like a minute or two more. We're terrain painting under the house here. But yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, I'd greatly appreciate it if you consider subscribing. And there's lots more videos like this on my channel if you want to check those out. And yeah, also there's a link in the description below if you want to download this house, which you can do. And yeah, so as always, I love to hear your feedback. I love to hear your feedback in the comments. Wow, I'm jumbling those words. And yeah, so anyway, just doing a few final touches here. There's going to be some before and after screenshots coming up in like a minute. So, you can stick around for those. You kind of get a final idea of the before and after and kind of how the house looks. It's kind of always cool to see those, especially for me too, because after I finish the house, I kind of like don't realize how much it's changed until I look at the original. I'm like, oh wow, it looks so much better now. So yeah, I kind of don't realize until I look back and see them side by side. How much of a difference all the changes kind of come together to make. But anyway, we're doing the garage right now. So the garage is fairly simple. Got all the classic items I always put in the garage, and all that kind of stuff, which is good. And yeah, so I don't even know what is left. I think that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Just doing a little bit of terrain paint. And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day.